Three, two, one, and we're good to go. I think this is episode 8. Oh man, Alright. Alright, so start with how your week, and I'll tell you how much of a brilliant idiot I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. In a good and a bad way. It's one of those 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of situations.
Well, it's a brilliant idiot, so I think that's the whole point.
Yeah, it's like, how are you so smart, but then so dumb at the same time? That is the story of my life.
I think that's why I love that show so much.
Yeah.
It brings the type of people like together.
Part of it is it's real, right? Because in movies, you know how everything's too perfect? You know, like Marvel especially, it's just like sunshine and rainbows, like everything works out perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, life's not like that. Because like good stuff happens and then bad stuff happens too. It's never just like all one.
Right.
Right?
That is definitely not real life.
Alright, so how was your week? Let's start with you. And then I'll get into it.
Man, it's fucking fight weekend, man.
Dude, I'm hyped. And it's Halloween weekend. Let's not forget.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't really do Halloween.
Huh?
That helps.
Wait, say that one more time?
I don't really do Halloween, but I guess that kind of helps.
Hey, why don't you do Halloween? Halloween's fun. What are you, my mom?
I mean, it's just like, as I'm getting older, like I'm more aware of my spirit.
I guess you...
Really, really like sensitive. So sensitive. I don't really do all that.
Well, you also have a fiance, so that makes it different.
Yeah.
Because I was telling my...
Oh,
go ahead.
And growing up, horror films I like, it was just based on like how scary the killer is.
Yeah.
Like Mike Myers or
yeah, you're big on Mike.
Or Jason, like people like that. Like nowadays, like there's films about spirits and demons.
Yeah,
and,
like Conjuring and stuff, right?
I don't do all that. It's just gotten way too much for me.
I was telling my friend.
A classic.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not really any good horror movies nowadays, huh? I wanted to touch upon this at some point.
Yeah.
But I was telling my friend.
At all. Everything just it's watered down.
I just think the stories are lacking. Like they have the special effects, but they don't have like the raw, gritty, like Stephen King kind of, like good story to back it up. Where back in the day is the opposite, where like they didn't have the special effects, but they had like the masterminds, the people who really wrote this stuff and knew what they're doing. Right. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, I got you on the Bluetooth now.
Okay, sweet. I was telling my friend, Halloween is the Super Bowl for single people.
You just have like sluts and pimps?
Hey, don't say it that way. They have fathers, you know. That's someone's daughter you're talking about.
It sounds like you have experience with this.
Hey, Halloween's always just a lot of fun. And you get Friday, you get Saturday, and this year you get Sunday as a bonus.
It's fun for you, John Jones.
Yeah, I wonder what John Jones is doing on Halloween. He's being himself.
Yeah, he's allowed to get drunk and fight people.
On Halloween only? Oh boy. Stay out of Alabama, I guess. Alright, so you want to hear how much of a brilliant idiot I am?
Yeah.
Alright, so it starts off with, I did stand-up on Thursday, the Laughing Library, you know, the usual spot.
Yeah,
and I actually I love it a lot too. And I actually did really good. I almost surprised myself. Honestly, I think I did probably not as good as I actually did, but the fact that I actually got through my whole bit and made people laugh was such a win for me.
You said you did not as good as you think you did.
Like I probably did worse than I think I did in my
negatives. Head. So that means you think you did good?
So I think I did. So I think I did really good. But I think I did only pretty good.
What?
Alright, let me see.
Wait, is that the part that's the brilliant idiot part?
No. It like builds on each other. It gets better and better. But you know how like you have like I don't know, like you think you did really good because like it's still new. Well, I didn't actually probably do that good, but the fact that I did anything at all made it feel made it feel well better.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like I did mess up my lines, and I actually made people laugh, and like people gave me like high fives after.
Hey,
That was a huge thing for me.
I feel like that means you did good. For someone who's been on stage
Yeah,
few
dude,
times,
it's my
that's
third
always a good
time.
feeling.
I'm still very green. But I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. But
Yeah, man.
this is where the brilliant idiot part comes in. So I told my homie Jared, please record. Okay, I guess. Do you remember how Robert was gonna go on?
Who?
Remember how Robert was gonna go on?
Yeah, he chickened out.
Yeah, he chickened out. Right?
It was bad.
You could tell all the signs from. I mean, I think he's just really nervous, like super nervous.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I would say, dude. Go ahead.
It has to be a thing that you always wanted to do. I think that's why. Even if I had all those nerves.
Yeah.
It's always more like excitement nerves. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
Like you want to do it.
Yeah, like butterflies.
Like if you like dreamed of it for like a year or more.
Yeah.
That first time on stage, like you're just gonna do it, regardless of how much fear you had.
Dude, I feel like I'm that way in like everything though, where it's just like, you know what, like, I guess I'm brave enough to do it. At the same time, I'm just like, even if I'm bad, I don't even know. I'm just gonna do it. Like I'm always down to try things, you know.
Yeah, it always feels good, man.
But yeah, it's honestly like being good at stand up, making people laugh, and is one of the best feelings ever. Like I was so happy the next day.
Yeah. It was fun for me, like when I lived in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I would just like, I didn't have anything to do all day, so I literally would just watch Comedy Central at 12 o'clock, at 12 noon, like literally every day.
Hell yeah.
And I would just like study those guys, and I'd be like, I can do this. I started to write jokes.
I think watching is really important.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Ever since then, I was like, shit.
I know, it's like.
I love this shit.
But okay, this is the dumb part where it's like I told my homie Jared to record, and that's, you know how like it always looks like those guys are recording. The guys at the place.
Yeah.
Like I felt like they were recording. I don't know. Like I saw flash and stuff, so I thought they were recording, and I thought Jared was recording, but no one recorded. So I did good, but I have nothing to show for it.
Damn.
I know. And then wait, it gets better. So then I tried doing like a chess podcast with one of my friends, because I want to start adding those two, like other things too, like chess, jiu-jitsu, other things that we want to be good at. So I did the chess podcast.
You forgot to hit record?
No, I recorded, but I didn't get any volume. And the worst part is I tested it, but I was so like, I guess nervous or like, I don't know, like rushed, like I didn't even check the testing. So I just assumed it was okay, but it was not okay.
Bro, I see so much stuff like that online, even like Instagram posts. There's always like a video with like no sound.
But wait, it gets one step better. So while we were doing our podcast, I ran out of space on my computer, so I had to delete some stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I panicked and I just deleted like whatever videos, blah blah blah, and I deleted our last podcast on top of it. So not only I did stand up, had no recording, I did a chess podcast, no volume. I deleted our last podcast in the process of recording the other podcast. So I have all these good things that I did, but nothing to show for it. So
wow,
this is this guy.
When it rains, it falls, brother. When it rains.
I think when it rains, it pours.
It
But I felt like I felt it. It felt like I felt too. So I think that both are applicable.
The question now is, our last podcast you deleted. Did you unpost it yet, or no?
I did not. No.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it'd be no problem. I posted it. It's fine.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Then I would be like, oh yeah, whatever. I deleted it.
Well, hey, man.
So I tested this one.
What was cool about that last podcast? Like we just float with it for like an hour.
But we always do that.
Like we didn't even have no notes. You know?
Yeah, we didn't really follow the notes.
Yeah. The last 2 or 3 times, like we had notes. But this last time is like we just flowed, and it was so perfect.
What do you think is better, notes or flow, or all flow?
They're both good. It depends. I feel like it's good to have both. So I guess I guess we can switch off.
Yeah, or I guess like in the beginning, I think we should try to follow notes better. But then once we're like, we've done it like 15, 20, 50, 100 times, then we can just flow. because we already know like where it's like jiu-jitsu. You already know where to put your body and stuff, so it's easy.
Right.
But for now, you just follow the script. Kind of. Obviously, we're pretty good at flowing too.
Right. And we already know like.
Yeah, like the topics we're trying to hit and stuff, right?
Like mixed martial arts, chess,
jiu-jitsu, life, UFC. How are we doing?
You know, all together.
Exactly. I guess the last thing in the the next thing, dude, like you know how I got a haircut.
Yeah.
I feel like I cut my own hair through the guy's hand. Cause dude,
it's so weird that we have our hair looks the same.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It's like you're my own.
Have you ever heard like the rat experiment?
The rat experiment?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, so you have two sets of rats. You have a rat on the East Coast. I mean, rats are a bad example, but you have rats on the East Coast, and you have
scientists do, like how
scientists do. Because they do. I mean, I guess they do a lot of experiments on rats specifically, but you have rats on the East Coast and you have rats on the West Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
They say like when rats on the East Coast learn something new, rats on the West Coast learn, or not the West Coast, the West Hemisphere learn it like really fast after that. Like they're connected.
Wow.
So maybe we're like kind of connected like that. We're like, you want to get a haircut, I wanted to get a haircut, and then like synchronize. What day did you get your haircut? I'm really curious.
Are you saying that we're rats?
I know, that's the thing. Rat is a bad example. Like, let's be tigers. Let's say we're there's tigers on the East Coast and there's tigers on the West Coast.
Example, bro, because my intuition has been going off lately.
Really, dude?
Yeah, I kind of. I don't want to say because it's Scorpio season and I'm a Scorpio, but it's kind of that reason.
Yo, I have some stuff to talk about too about that, but yeah.
But look, like this is like the same hair I've had, like a dreadlocks that I trying to grow. The only thing I did is I put on a wave cap, but I put all my hair to the right.
Really? My hair's still left.
It looks like that.
But yeah.
I tried it maybe like 3 days ago, but it didn't stay flat.
Okay.
Like some still went this way.
Yeah.
But today it just laid down all to the right. I was like, oh shit. So it's almost like it was meant to happen.
Yeah.
Like if we did the podcast like a few
days
ago,
your hair would not be like
I
this.
I would have this hair.
Oh my god, that's so trippy.
So it's all God's work, man. It was meant to happen.
Dude, there's a lot. Yeah. Dude, we have some good stuff to talk about today for sure.
I hope you're recording.
Stop it. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna double check. Because I'm so paranoid, dude. Yeah, we are.
Matching haircut.
But dude, like I was saying, like I literally had to cut the guy tried to cut my hair, and dude, if you saw me how he wanted you to he cut my hair, you would have laughed and said I'm sorry. He literally had like hair like it was so bad, and I was like, no, you do this, and you do this, and then at the end he was like, hey man, your hair looks pretty cool. And I was like, oh, thank you. If only you knew how to cut it that way. So.
Is this your friend or what? Or a barber?
This is literally, I went to like Great Clips, which already is kind of sus.
Oh my god.
But
so you don't have like a barber?
A personal. No, and I should, because you know the chess club I go to is at a barber shop.
As a black man, like there's no ands, ifs, or buts.
Really? You need a guy.
But to be honest, I didn't know that until
you were pretty.
Like maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
I just learned because I was like the guy in Atlanta is just like I just love the way he get my haircut, so I just kept coming back to him.
Really?
And I was just like to just switch. It just feels weird.
It's totally worth it.
It's like this guy doesn't know your hair. So
I know.
But yeah.
Yeah, the guy was.
But that's just black culture. I don't know.
No, I think that's pretty normal for a lot of people. Like, you do want your go-to person who cuts your hair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. But I guess for now, I'm gonna have short hair for a sec, cause like, dude, long hair is honestly it's great. It's just a lot to manage.
Yeah, and your hair grows back so fast.
No, actually, almost like a year ago today, I shaved my head. And I literally got long hair, cut it, still had long hair, and now I have this hair. So that's how fast my hair grows.
Yeah.
So, I will say hair is one of the few strengths of this guy.
Man.
All right.
So,
Let's go through our like what the last couple of weeks have been. How has training been and stuff for you? Gym,
Training
stand
has been
up.
good.
Yeah.
I've learned. I've just been doing some self training, but I'm creative.
So what are you kind
Like
of doing right now?
a lot of boxing combos.
A word.
Like a lot. So jab, cross, hook,
Okay.
uppercut, hook. It's kind of my favorite. Like
Where are you learning these combos and stuff?
in my house.
Oh, just practicing.
In my house, and then I run to a track. I run like 2 miles to a track.
Okay.
I do those combos and feints and dodges.
Okay. This is like shadow boxing.
Home, so like 4 miles altogether. So
that's pretty good. I mean, that's not just pretty good. That's good.
Yeah, man.
Do you watch any stuff on YouTube and stuff? Do you watch stuff on YouTube like different combinations or different fighters?
Like cardio boxing.
What about like do you watch like I don't know, like other boxers to get technique or anything? Or is it all just like shadow boxing and stuff?
Not really, but a funny thing happened the other day. I was watching Israel Adesanya.
Our guy.
The glitcher in the Matrix.
Yeah, like, I've definitely seen the video, but I saw like the suggestion for the video.
So, as I was doing my combination,
yeah,
it got to the part where he did a knockout of Whitaker.
Oh yeah.
Like he was back and then he hit that left
Yeah,
hand.
it was a hook. I think that knocked him out. What was the combination that led to the hook?
I don't know, but he was like back here.
Yeah, I remember he leaned back and just caught him.
And like he almost missed. He was like so close. The fist was like flew by his face.
Yeah.
But he was like back. It's kind of like a fadeaway in the NBA.
Yeah.
He was like back here, but he still.
And it would have been this, but it was
this.
this.
Back and like switch.
Yeah.
So just like as soon as he did that, I did that same punch to my combo.
Nice.
So that was pretty funny.
So you try to lean back and do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it feel good?
It feels so weird.
It's like you don't want to leave your head in the air, right? Isn't it like a thing? You never want to leave your chin in the air.
Right.
But I guess if you're good enough,
so that's smart. And he's tall, so he can do that shit.
Yeah, he's definitely really big for the weight class. Because if I was
like 6'4".
Yeah. I guess everyone's like 6'1", 6'2", everyone else, kind of, right?
Yeah. I think 5'11" is the average I've seen.
Okay.
There's a lot of, and welterweight, there's a lot of 5'11" guys.
Okay, but what about
like my height?
Middleweight? Because that's Izzy, right?
Yeah, it would probably be like 6 feet. Yeah, they're probably around 6 feet.
I mean, but he's still definitely above average, and that definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, it's funny how like the weight classes also goes with the height.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Just like average wise.
Yeah. The short guys are like in the smaller classes.
Oh, you got something to say about short guys, huh? We'll take you down.
Hey man, there's a few tall guys there, man. Like Sanhagen, Ortega is kind of tall.
Is Ortega tall? I guess he's like 5'11".
Yo, did you see the press conference? What's it called? The face off.
Yeah.
Sanhagen and
Peter
Yan. Did you see that?
I remember I saw Peter try to punk him. He tried to make him flinch. Dude, you're not gonna make Corey flinch. You're not gonna make Corey flinch.
Yo, this Sandman is ready, yo. I can't wait for that fight.
I'm excited for a lot of fights, for sure.
I hope Corey knocks the shit out of him just from doing that.
Really? You don't like Peter?
I love Peter, but if you're gonna do some shit like that, you gotta back it up, bro.
Okay, let's be honest. He's used to fighting Aljamain. Okay, that was his last fight, so he's gonna do some sus stuff because it was Aljamain.
Yeah. And Corey just fought TJ, so I think Corey's gonna. I feel like Corey. Actually, I don't know. Peter's pretty tough.
I feel like Corey won that fight.
One.
Maybe that's a hot take, but I really think Corey won that fight.
Yeah.
It was close enough, and TJ literally got like injured, and if you see him after the fight, it's like, man, he just went to a war. And Corey just looked fine. He was just like, yeah, I can fight tomorrow. Right?
Yeah.
So, if he's close, I mean, the funny part is if Corey wins, he's either rematching Dillashaw or he's rematching, what's his face, Aljamain. So he's guaranteed a rematch after this fight if he wins.
Yeah, I think I feel like mm, there might be a good chance that Paul Germain is gonna lose his belt.
Or just get stripped and have to fight for the
Yeah, I
interim belt.
feel like that's gonna happen. And
Yeah,
it
yeah.
makes me think like, how good is he? Because he came this far. Like he must have did something right.
I really
I'm
just think
confused
Peter
about.
just shook his confidence. The fact that Peter out grappled him is just like it's so hard to come back from that. It's like someone beats you at your strength. It's like what am I doing
Right.
with my life? Like I can't even beat him at
I
this,
guess.
and he's better at boxing.
Yep.
So I think he just shook mentally. He's like, what do I
That's
do?
what
I
everyone's.
can't out grapple
Yeah.
him, and he's gonna outstrike me. I'm toast, right?
I guess. And he might have a chin too, because he didn't. He didn't get knocked out.
Yeah, Aljamain.
So he must have a chin.
Who? Peter or Aljamain?
Algermain.
Okay, I mean,
Because
yeah,
Peter
yeah,
was
yeah,
throwing punches at him and like
yeah,
he didn't get knocked out.
yeah. So I think the lower weights it's a little bit easier to have a chin for sure. But
Yeah.
we all know who's gonna win that fight, right?
Yeah.
Like there's only one way Aljamain walked away champion,
Yeah.
and it's if he practiced.
I'm just really confused because like he came that far. Like he came that far.
I think we definitely
Jumped off
forget
the
how
ring.
good Aljamain is, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's just been so long. Like, I mean, dude, his fight against Sanhagen was insane.
I
He
know.
tapped him in like a minute. That's way harder than knocking someone out in a minute. Like he literally got his back, choked him out in a minute.
Yeah.
That takes some like the technique. Whereas if you punch him hard, you knock him out. It's just one punch. So
The human backpack.
yeah, yeah. All right. We should definitely talk about UFC. I guess let me run through. I guess the stuff I've been doing. Chess has been good. Teaching's been really good, and the chess club on Monday is doing super super good. Like it's growing hella, which is great. Um,
So tell me about the days. Like, how do you like organize the days?
all right. So Monday I have chess. So I teach, and then I have chess club Monday night, where we always try to do a podcast.
Okay, that makes sense.
and
But it was your idea to do it on Mondays, though.
Well, I'm always trying to do it, but the problem is I get free drinks there, so it's like I have to pull myself away. And I mean, dude, I was the first time 2 weeks ago. I wasn't even close. I literally slept at my homie's crib that night. The second time I made it home, but I made it home at like 12, which was like just like past. We're trying to stay up.
That's what John Jones does, man. That's what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, I
That's
mean-
the lifestyle.
I mean, yeah. Tuesday is my training day, so I hit the gym. I go like I try to get there at 9 o'clock, or maybe like 9:30. Go for like a 30-minute run, then I do kickboxing. Then I'll try to like bench or squat. Then I'll do boxing, and then I'll do jiu-jitsu. And then I come back and I start teaching lessons. I like to shower, eat, blah blah blah, and then start teaching.
Oh, that's a sweet combo.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
That's really balanced.
jiu-jitsu is going really good right now. Like, I mean, it helps that I'm really rolling against beginners, and even when they're big beginners, it don't matter. And we never started on the feet. We start in closed guard, and I've got my closed guards like low key, like at least against beginners down. Like I know what I need to look for and stuff from top and bottom.
Like, does it boost your ego?
Oh
When you,
yeah,
like,
it does.
tap out a big guy.
So
Doesn't it make you feel good?
I like swept this guy like 5 or 6 times, right? And then like, and this guy's probably like maybe 200, 5'11", 6 foot. And after the coach is like,
Light heavyweight.
yeah, the coach is like, you have any questions? I'm like, nah, I'm good. And the big guy was like, yeah, I have some questions. He's like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm just, this is like, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Because every single practice in the first like 8 months, that was me.
Awesome.
I was like, come on, tell me what I gotta do. I'm just getting
That's
getting
awesome.
destroyed out here, bro. And now I got to see it on someone else. So it's
At
cool.
least he asked. I'm always too scared to ask.
I mean, it was just me, him, and this guy, our new coach. We have a new coach too.
Is a black belt or
Yeah, so we had a purple belt named Aman, who honestly I resonated with really well. Like, I mean, we still like talk all the time and stuff, and I think he's a really good teacher, but we got a new black belt named, I think, Jared. But he's like this. Go ahead.
That's what you guys need, because like you're not gonna get no stripes or get. Like,
yeah, I know. That's the biggest thing.
If it's just like a purple belt can only do like so much.
Yeah, I think for the last maybe couple months, I really didn't care about stripes because I know I didn't deserve it. But I think nowadays I'm getting a little bit closer to getting maybe another stripe because I kind of know what's going on. But dude, this guy is like, he's Amari, like, but bigger. He's like 6'3" Amari. And
that's scary.
Dude, when he squeezes, it's like, oh my god. Don't break everything. So.
That must be crazy to be like a big buff guy
and have technique, right?
Like that must be like next level,
bro.
Like, you must feel like.
I mean, you like who's gonna stand in your way, huh? Like if someone's gonna fight you, they're fighting to the death, and even then, like once you get your arm around them or whatever, that squeeze, it's like a silverback gorilla squeeze, dude. It's insane.
Yeah. Like you really have to know boxing.
Like, yeah, you gotta knock this guy out, and you gotta hope he can't strike either.
Like you have to knock him out.
Yeah, don't touch me. You can't get close. You ever see the Chael Sonnen? Yeah, exactly. Against Vanderlei Silva. You can't get close. Goes for the double leg.
Dude, that was sad. The first time I saw I laughed. It was like just mentally prepared. Like these guys are just prepared at any moment to fight. That's just crazy.
I mean, when you're around other people that can fight too, you're definitely more on edge, right?
I can't let you get close because he knows jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I didn't think I caught the joke so late, so I just started laughing so hard. The first time I saw it.
It's all good.
What does he mean? You can't let you get close.
Well, I mean, it's funny because he did the exact opposite right after.
Right.
So yeah, so jiu-jitsu's going good. I've been running a lot, dude. Running is honestly amazing. I mean, you've been running a lot too, right?
Yeah, I mean, like when I was younger, I used to run like all the time, almost every day. But
yo, that's sick.
I think I overran. If that's a thing.
So, I mean, yeah, I think it's
like
okay.
Now I have to like slow it down. Like now I just do like twice a week.
Okay.
Then I just get cardio like in like other ways, like boxing or like.
Do you think running's really good for your mental health? Because I feel like it is.
For what?
Just like mental health and just the way you like carry yourself the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I just feel so much like lighter after I go running for 4 miles.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I feel more confident too. Like I just feel smoother. Like if I don't run for a couple days, I'm like nervous and I'm like, oh, can I do this? Should I do this? Blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. But if I run, I'm like, all right, what you want? Like I can do anything.
Yeah, I know it all the sweat. After the sweat's on my fucking feel so good.
And you get to eat whatever you want after you run.
I know, it's the best, dude.
You don't feel full.
You're like, so much better after exercising.
Yeah, it's like hunting. Like if you hunt your own food, the food tastes so much better, right? Or even cooking.
Dude, I would love to do that. I gotta go hunting one day.
Yeah, at some point maybe. I don't mess with the woods and I don't mess with the cold, and those are two things that hunters kind of have to just deal with.
Well, in Atlanta, like, there's some deer outside if you just go to the right places.
I think you need a permit.
To the woods. You can just be like on the sidewalk.
I can't just pull out my Glock and be like.
Right, you can just be like, even here, like, I saw some deer, like, in some grass. Like, you don't even have to go too far to get.
Is that legal? Can you just shoot random deer?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to take that chance.
Hey, stand your ground, man.
Stand my ground. He's eating. He's not challenging me for my territory. He's just trying to live.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, that's basically all. And okay, so life, dude.
Who's your favorite fight this weekend?
I think the one I'm most excited. Okay, so I'm definitely excited for Chimaev because I really want to see him win the first round.
Yeah.
I think Peter Yan and Sandhagen's gonna be a really good fight. I mean, dude, there's so many good fights. Like, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Like I said, December 11th is really like every single fight. Those are my favorite fighters. But this one, there's definitely a lot of good fights. I mean, I think
I'm looking forward to Islam and Hooker. I
really?
feel like Hooker has to win this. A comment was like, Hooker, like you have to win this for the culture.
The culture of non-Muslim people. Wait, what? What culture?
Fanboys, like we love Hooker so much, so like we just want him to win.
You know why? Do you know why we like Hooker so much?
His name?
No, because everyone likes hookers. I mean, who doesn't like hookers? Come on. You think he has a chance? I don't know, man. Islam is so good.
I hope he's prepared. I feel like.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely wrestling every single day. But is that even good enough? You think that's enough?
I feel like Islam is like, it looks like the next Khabib,
Pretty much. But so does like Chimaev. Chimaev looks like evil Khabib.
Yeah. It's like jiu-jitsu rules. If he gets his hands on you, like it's kind of over at that point.
So you think Islam versus Dan will be a close fight? I think either it will or it won't.
It looks like Islam's gonna win. But anything can happen. But
yeah. What about Blachowicz versus Teixeira? I love how it's like they're both like Bond villains fighting each other. You know how like Bond villains have the final boss, the big guy who like takes a million punches?
Yeah.
That's Jan versus Teixeira.
Never seen it that way.
Like who? I mean, you think Jan just wins?
Yeah, I've never seen a Glover fight, but I saw some of his highlights and
yeah.
I love his background.
I mean, he's a survivor. Like he doesn't give up. Yeah, super tough, 100%. Have you seen his fight against Gustafsson?
No.
Yo, check that out, because Gustafsson uppercuts him to death, pretty much. It's like boom, 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 and then he's out, and he walks away. 3 uppercuts in a row. It's insane. And yeah, I mean, Jan, I don't know. What do you think about Volkov versus Tybura? I think Volkov's got to win this. Huh?
I know Volkov. I don't know the other guy.
So Tybura beat Greg Hardy. He beat some like big name but not that proven guys. Oh, he beat Okay, I'm gonna check this out. I've honestly seen a decent amount of his fights. Walt Harris was the other guy. Walt Harris and Greg Hardy and Rothwell. Yeah, Grisham's not that good. Yeah, I would say those are the big ones that he beat. He's another one. He's kind of like Teixeira, just like a survivor, and his ground game is really good. Like if he fights someone who's just only striker, he will take them to the ground, deep waters, and submit them. Let's see, who else do we got? All right, so you think Chimaev wins first round? Can we just go with that?
Yeah. But that Chinese guy looks, his name's Lee, right?
Yeah, Li Zhangyang. He's definitely a step up in competition. Like, this is the first time.
Exactly. That guy looks tough.
But it's Chimaev, bro. Like, who's going to stay in front of Chimaev? I really think he's going to, like, fast track to the title, and that'll be his first real fight.
That's, I don't. He's a lot of hype.
I mean, dude, it's not just hype. Look at the way he beats these people. He hasn't taken a single punch in the UFC in 3 fights. That's insane.
I feel like Lee's gonna punch him.
Yeah, okay. I would not be surprised if Lee did land a punch. But,
it's just like that kind of hype is cool, but we saw what happened to Jorge.
Nah, but dude, Jorge and Chimaev are different beasts. Because Jorge has gone back and forth, up and down.
The same weight class and hype train.
Oh man, I hope they don't fight each other. Wait, so he's coming for Usman? Chimaev is coming for Usman?
It's what for Usman?
They're in the same weight class, Chimaev and Usman? Yeah, the welterweight, huh? Yo.
Welterweight, yeah.
That's a fight I want to see. I need to see.
Yeah.
He talks
about Usman all the time.
Forget Kobe. Yeah, Kobe can win or lose. I don't care. I want to see Chimaev versus Usman.
Yeah,
that would be the fight, dude.
would be great.
Because if Chimaev wins that, he's running through everyone. I don't care. No one's beating him.
I love him, but I just want him to win first before I jump on this hype train.
You want him to win first? He's won 3 times.
No, like win like against like
someone good.
Like top 10 dudes.
Dude, I really think he's gonna win first round. He's just too good. He's too much.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was scared that Jorge was gonna beat Usman for a second.
I think that's normal. I mean, Masvidal's not that bad. Or sorry.
Yeah, like.
Not that bad. Masvidal's good. That's what I mean to say. But yeah, honestly, Usman is really. Yeah, he's really good too. Too good. I really think if there's a hype. Yeah. Yeah, basically the Terminator. Doosh, 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 doosh. No stopping. What do you think about Ankalaev versus Uzdemir? Uzdemir beat someone good.
I feel like I don't know either.
What? Uzdemir, so this is light heavyweight 205. He just lost to Jiri Prochazka, who's really good. He beat Rakic. That's what kind of blew my mind. Latifi. He lost Dominic Reyes too. So, I mean, I think Ankalaev's the future, and I think Uzdemir, he's a little bit old. He defied DC in 2018. That's crazy.
Alright, bro, let's talk one more thing. We're gonna have to get out of here.
Alright.
It's been an hour already, and I didn't even notice.
I think, yeah, it's been like 30 minutes. But, have you ever seen your birthday a bunch? This is something I really want to talk about.
Ever seen my what?
So what's your birthday?
Oh, November 5th.
November 5th. So have you ever seen the numbers 11, 5 a lot?
On the clock, yeah.
But like in the span of like 2-3 weeks, like have you just seen it like almost like all the time? You're like, why do I keep seeing this number? Like, why do I keep seeing this?
In the past few weeks?
Or just ever?
I don't think I asked myself that. I just see it, and when I do, I just feel like it feels like everything is settling. Like maybe I'm where I need to be because it's my birthday, so it's just saying, "Oh, who's meant to be here?"
So the last like 2-3 weeks,
I guess, yeah.
Okay. So I've been seeing 6-9 all the time, like everywhere, which is I think funny because it's 6-9. But
how does it feel every time you see Takashi 6'9"?
Nah, not like Takashi, but like this. I've seen the number 6-9 everywhere. Just like the number that my student like starts his puzzles on. That's happened a bunch. Like people have asked me my birthday. Like I've seen it so much, and I googled. I was like, what does seeing your birthday mean? And apparently it means it's like there's 2 things. One, it's like someone's calling out to you, right? Or like I guess like God or whatever is calling out to you. And the other is you're about to close a chapter and enter a new chapter in your life. Like whatever you were struggling with, you're about to finish it. You're about to go on to the next kind of chapter phase.
Whoa.
Which is really deep. And like I've been seeing it like all the time.
Wow.
I don't know, like I feel like I'm about to Congratulations.
Congratulations, about to close that chapter.
And I just feel like I'm about to turn a corner, man. Like I just really like feel it. And I'm really trying to like I guess change my life for that and do more and more and more.
Close the chapter.
Hell yeah.
Go to the next page.
And I guess that
what this book is.
What book is that?
Easy Indian
cookbook. Are you cooking Indian food? Really?
We got a Chinese cookbook too.
Alright, you can throw out the Chinese cookbook because their food's like okay, but the Indian cookbook is where it's at.
Yeah. I love Chinese food. I can eat that shit almost every day. So
really,
I had to get a cookbook so we can save money.
I guess I do want to.
Instead of eating out on Chinese all the time.
Dude, I'm so hungry. Stop it. Talk like that.
That's what I'm about to do.
But
to get off this podcast.
But to make some or eat some?
I have to make some.
Oh, so you got to process. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely eat some food after this. I'm pretty hungry.
Tomorrow is run day.
It's what?
I'm gonna run.
Okay.
I'm gonna do combos.
Okay.
And Gonna be great after that.
That's good. Hell yeah.
Alright, brother. Until next time.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Sure.
So, I mean, I've been reading the Bible recently, and I'm on Job. Do you know anything about Job? Or I guess Job?
That's the, he had the hardest part in the Bible.
Kind of, yeah. So, go ahead.
He lost everything, and then he got it back.
Yeah, so that's like the abridged version. But actually, if you go deep into the story, like last night, it's okay. So, okay, this is the beginning. The beginning is he's rich, famous, has everything, blah, blah, blah. And then God and the devil are talking, and the devil's like, if I do this, he's going to curse you. And he doesn't curse you. If I do this, he's going to curse you, and I don't curse you.
Right.
And eventually,
yeah,
so eventually he loses everything, right? His family dies, he loses like everything he had, he basically loses. And the whole time, he's like, I did nothing wrong. Like, I don't get it. And everyone's trying to talk to him. Like, there's these 3 people that are trying to talk to him and tell him, like, yo, like, you gotta, like, say you're sorry, etc., etc., etc. And eventually, like, those 3 people don't convince him. So God talks to him, and, dude, God drops some knowledge on this guy. He's like, I know what a deer wants. I know when a bird wants to fly. I know when the baby wants to eat. Like, I know all this stuff. And you still question me? Like, how can you still question me after all this? And let me read what Job says, because it's insane. After, like, God drops knowledge on him, he's like, Then Job answered the Lord, I am unworthy. How can I reply to you? I put my hand over my mouth. I spoke once, but I have no answer. Twice, but I will say no more. So, like, sometimes we're just trying to fight it so long. We're trying to be like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I got to do. I know this. I know that. And kind of what Job learned is just, like God knows. Like, you have to just trust God and do your best. That's it, right? And once he finally says, like, sorry, like, it's, or, like, he just doesn't hold his ground, God gives him everything back, like, times 3 or times 4. Which I think is so, so cool. It's, like, it's such a lesson in life. It's just, like, stop fighting it. Trust God. You're exactly where you need to be. And just start doing the right thing. Start, like, you know what you're supposed to do. Do it. And God will take you wherever you need to go. Right?
Wow. I'm glad you saved that for last.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, I mean, I read that last night, and I'm like, wow. Because for like 10, 15 chapters, Job was just being like, my life sucks, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I'm going to read until I get to something good. Because I don't want every day to be like, oh, my life sucks, blah, 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 blah. I want to get to, like, all right, what is the resolution of this conflict? And eventually it's just like, God just drops some knowledge. And it's like, yeah, I mean, you know everything. You know, like, when a whale wants to eat, you know when a bird is feeling sad. Like, why would I question you? Like, why would I be like, I know better? So, and once you do that, man, like, all the doors open. Everything Job suffered through, he got it all back. The second he was like, I'm going to let God take control. So, that really spoke to me, especially with all the 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine I'm seeing everywhere. It's like, man, this is like a turning point, a very big moment. Like, I gotta be like respectful for this, and just gotta like flow and do my best. So that was my.
It's like you are in the transitional stage.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes, man. Next couple of weeks. I don't know, but I'm excited, dude.
That's fascinating.
I'm very excited. So we'll see.
I like what you said about the East Coast and West Coast rats.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just got this. I mean, I actually heard it on Joe Rogan, but I just got these epiphanies, man. So it's time for you to get them too, and we're gonna. I don't even know. We're just gonna take off. It's time to take off.
All right, bro. Until next time,
my brother. I'll see you later, bro.
So what do we call this haircut?
Huh?
What do we call this haircut?
Well, for me, it's an undercut, where you get the side shaved, and you just get the top.
Oh.
It's I had this all through college. It was my soccer player look. So I'm back, baby.
Right.
Back to soccer. I'm back to fresh cuts, and Halloween weekend. I'm excited. It starts tomorrow.
Alright, bro. Oh, man. It's fight weekend, man.
Yeah, Halloween weekend, flight weekend, everything, dude. Oh.
Can't wait to talk about the fight next week.
Oh, we're gonna have a lot, for sure. And then we have Kobe Covington after that. Stop.
It's gonna be safe. Alright, bro. Till next time.
Alright, man. Peace out.